Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the news from SABA Satellite Channel from Marib. Here are tonight's top stories.
Member of Presidential Council Al-Arada discusses strengthened ties with EU ambassador and coordinating support for national recovery efforts.
Prime Ministers meets Italian Foreign Ministry delegation to discuss strengthening bilateral cooperation.
Saudi Development Programme and EU sign agreement to enhance water security in Marib.
Welcome back. We begin with diplomatic developments, where member of the Presidential Leadership Council Sultan Al-Arada met with European Union ambassadors today to discuss the latest political, economic and humanitarian developments in Yemen. The meeting, which included EU ambassadors from multiple countries, focused on strengthening bilateral cooperation, enhancing support for Yemen's recovery. Al-Arada praised the European Union's decision to designate Iran's Revolutionary Guard as a terrorist organization. He described it as a crucial step, reflecting the international community's growing awareness of the threat posed by such militias. He highlighted the Revolutionary Guard's significant role in supporting the Houthi militia with weapons, technology and experts, and its direct involvement in military operations in Yemen, highlighting the deaths of several of its leaders in the conflict. Al-Arada emphasized the urgent need for stronger international pressure on the Houthi militia, which continues to undermine peace efforts and target international shipping lanes. The ambassadors reaffirmed their commitment to supporting Yemen's stability and development, highlighting the EU's role in addressing the crisis and alleviating humanitarian suffering.
Member of the Presidential Leadership Council Sultan Al-Arada emphasized today that Yemen's current challenges require national unity alongside enhanced regional and international support to restore state institutions, achieve stability, and alleviate the suffering of citizens. During his meeting with the Dutch ambassador to Yemen, Janet Seben, Al-Arada discussed various matters of mutual interests, including updates on the political, economic, and humanitarian situation in Yemen. The meeting also covered ways to strengthen bilateral relations and expand cooperation between Yemen and the Netherlands in the fields of humanitarian aid, capacity building, and sustainable development. Al-Arada affirmed the Presidential Leadership Council and the government's commitment to enhancing cooperation with the Netherlands, aiming to broaden partnership horizons that serve mutual interests and support the restoration of state institutions, security, and stability. Ambassador Seben reaffirmed the Netherlands' continued support for Yemen in humanitarian and developmental fields, expressing her country's determination to further coordinate with the Yemeni government to support peace efforts and alleviate suffering of the Yemeni people.
Member of the Presidential Leadership Council and Governor of Hadramaut Salim Al-Khambashi met today with the Ambassador of the Netherlands to Yemen, Janet Seben, to discuss development cooperation and Dutch interventions in Hadramaut and other liberated provinces. During the meeting, Governor Al-Khambashi presented an overview of the current situation in Hadramaut and Yemen, highlighting the economic service and humanitarian challenges. He also reviewed the efforts of the Presidential Leadership Council and the government to improve services, enhance stability, and support sustainable development. He expressed gratitude for the Netherlands' efforts in the liberated provinces, particularly the Wadi Hadramaut project funded by the Dutch MC. The completed portion of the project focused on water resource management and land reclamation was also discussed along with existing challenges. Ambassador Seben reiterated the Netherlands' commitment to supporting the Yemeni government's efforts to improve the economic and living conditions, stressing continued interventions in Hadramaut and other provinces to support stability and local capacity building.
Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Shaya Zindani met today with a delegation from Italy's Minister of Foreign Affairs, led by Director General for Political and International Security Affairs, Ambassador Cecilia Bicani. The Italian delegation congratulated Yemen on the formation of its new government, expressing Italy's continued support for Yemen's efforts to restore stability, achieve peace, and implement reforms. The two sides discussed strengthened bilateral cooperation in political, diplomatic, security, economic, and cultural sectors, emphasizing coordination and consultations on common issues, particularly in supporting the peace process in Yemen. Prime Minister Zindani expressed gratitude for Italy's long-standing support for Yemen and highlighted the importance of enhancing the partnership to address the challenges both countries face.
Today, NAIDM Minister of Planning and International Cooperation, Afrah Azuba, met with the UN Resident Coordinator and Humanitarian Coordinator in Yemen, Julian Harness, to discuss priorities for Yemen's humanitarian and development plans and enhance joint coordination. The meeting, attended by Deputy Minister Dr. Nizar Basuhaib, and other senior ministry officials, addressed the alignment of UN interventions with national priorities to meet the needs of all Yemenis. Azuba emphasized the importance of a shared framework based on consultations and full alignment with the government's priorities, ensuring effective coordination between the ministries of UN agencies. They also discussed tackling funding shortages and boosting donor support for early recovery programs, focusing on critical sectors like health, education, water, sanitation, and food security. The minister reaffirmed the government's commitment to working closely with UN agencies, ensuring coordinated efforts for sustainable development and humanitarian aid.
The Saudi Development and Reconstruction Program for Yemen and the European Union signed an agreement today in Riyadh to implement the Water Security Enhancement Project in Marib, Governorate, in partnership with SABA Foundation for Development. The agreement was signed in the presence of Saudi Ambassador to Yemen and Supervisor General of the program, Mohammed Al-Jaber, EU Ambassador to Yemen, Patrick Simene, and Executive Director of SABA Foundation for Development, Ali Bashamikh. The project will cover 9 regions in the Marib district, including Marib Suri, Al-Wadi, and Harib, aiming to enhance water security and support the resilience of communities, creating a lasting developmental impact in Yemen through international cooperation.
The Massam Landmine Clearness Project has successfully carried out an operation to destroy and detonate large quantities of landmines, improvised explosive devices, and unexploded ordnance in the Ain district of Shabwa Governorate. The operation was carried out in the presence of Director of the National Mine Action Program, Brigadier General Amin Al-Uqaili, marking the culmination of ongoing efforts of Massam teams working in the districts of Bayhan, Usaylan, and Ain in Shabwa, as well as in the Harib district of Marib Governorate. This effort is part of their continued mission to clear liberated areas from landmines and war remnants. Brigadier General Al-Aqili praised the significant efforts of the Saudi Massam project in Shabwa and neighboring districts, highlighting that this large quantity of anti-tank mines, IEDs, and anti-personnel mines were collected from remnants left by the Houthi militias. He also noted that engineering teams are operating in all liberated provinces, continuing their work throughout the holy month of Ramadan. A joint plan has been devised by the project and national program to ensure the continuous presence of the teams during the holy month, with emergency teams on standby to respond to calls for help in various mine-affected districts.
That was the news bulletin from SABA Satellite Channel from Marib. Thank you for watching and have a good time.
Have a good time.